Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon. This is going to be a client's love spell reading. The love spell is a 10 card spread. This is a full size reading, and it is going to be just all about love. So for my client, I hope that you are having a beautiful experience, a beautiful, just a beautiful life from the last time that I read for you. I don't remember details from the readings that I've done for you previously. It's been a while. And of course, I have so many readings that I do for clients that it's hard for me to really remember. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this as in general terms, because you didn't state if you were in a relationship or not. So I'm going to read this in general terms. Hopefully it will resonate for you whether you are in a relationship or not. And yeah, so we will see what comes through. For your reading, I'm going to be using the beautiful Bohemian Gothic Tarot. And I'm also going to be pulling cards from my Madame Endora's Fortune cards, because this reading calls for both. And we will see what comes through for you. I'm really excited. So, like I said, this is a 10 card spread. If anyone who's watching this, if you are interested in having a love reading done, the love spell is really good. Well, here we have, there's one oracle card that popped. So, I'll put that aside because we're not going to use it yet. I highly recommend the love spell reading. It's a really good one. So, let's begin. So number one, the witch. So you right now, the energy right now, you and your love life. So we have the lovers. What a perfect card to receive for the reading. So you right now, and the lovers card popping out. Now this can show two things. This can either show you are either presently in a relationship or there is somebody that is piquing your interest. Okay. This can also show the personality type of you, who is actually a natural born romantic. Okay. So your energy is definitely natural romantic. You are all about being about someone else. You are all about putting in your heart and soul and love into, your relationships. You love hard when it happens. So I love that the Lovers card came up. It's definitely showing that love is on your mind. Love is something that is in your energy right now. It's definitely something that you are thinking about constantly. So what a beautiful card. But if this does display someone of interest or your present lover, just know that that's a really good sign as well. It just shows the commitment. It shows the connection there, the attraction. Cauldron, your hopes for this love or the hopes for the future of the love life. We have 5 of Wands. So 5 of Wands is usually my conflict card. That is usually a card where we have arguments, where we have misunderstandings, where there's a lot of different energies that we're trying to tend to, or that just want a lot of our attention. So the hope for your love in the future, I'm taking this as you want something that just happens simple, not a lot of fighting. You want romance that just blooms naturally, not something that you have to work hard for. But I'm also getting the sense that you want a lover who's going to actually display the opposite of that. You want someone who's going to show that they're going to fight for you, that they're going to fight for your attention, they're going to fight for your love, that they will stand up for you. Okay? I feel like that's very important for you, that is an energy that you definitely need. You need somebody who is going to display just how special and how important that you are to them, because I feel like that is an element in relationships that you are not used to. I feel like it's hard for you to find someone who takes you seriously in that way. It's unfortunate, not everybody is that person. Not everybody is going to be the type to stick up for the other person. And you would think that would come naturally, but it's harder to find than we think. So I do feel like you need someone like that. You need a lover who's not going to be afraid to stick up for you, who will stick up for you, who will have your back. Okay. Next we have Eye of Frog. What you are failing to see as far as your love life goes. We have the Six of Cups. This is really interesting. Six of Cups is often the card of familiarity, nostalgia. I'm wondering if there is somebody in your life already. This could be someone from the past. This could be someone presently in your life, but someone that you were familiar with. But the energy that I'm getting is that there's already somebody in your life or you know of who is important to you, but you're not seeing them, because it's really interesting that this card pops up for you for what you're failing to see. Maybe there's somebody that has an attraction to you, who cares about you deeply, but you're not seeing them for who they are. This could be a past lover. This could be someone coming back from your past. This could be, like I said, a friend. Maybe there is a friend that you have that actually is developing stronger feelings for you and you're not really seeing it. So that would be really interesting if that person popped up and said, hey, you know, my feelings are changing. I really starting to care about you. Can we make this work? So don't be surprised if something like that happens. If you do have a special friend, you know, that maybe they are developing feelings for you and you're not seeing it, because for that card to pop up, it's very interesting. If you are single, this could be, like I said, this could be someone coming back from the past. So this could be an old friend. This could even be an ex. Be very careful with the exes coming back. I am not one to judge, so I'm totally like, people can change. You can, you know, if something didn't work out first, you guys can totally make it work a second time. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but I am saying be very cautious with exes, because they are often exes for a reason. So remember that, and just put your guard up a little bit when it comes to them coming back into your life, and really be aware of the red flags this time, if this is somebody who's trying to come in from the past. So oftentimes the Six of Cups can see that. This could also be a card of advice that you're receiving from maybe a loved one or a friend, someone who really cares for you, and you're not really seeing their advice for what it is. That could also be that too. But I do feel like there might be a friend, or there might be just someone that you know already that maybe you never really thought of them as a romantic partner, but that could pop up. Next we have Puppy Tongue, how to approach the situation. So how to approach love. Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is a card of transformation. It's a card of putting work into something, a passion, to see the outcome. So in this photo we have Frankenstein, which is Dr. Frankenstein's creation. Okay, so I'm feeling like the Three of Pentacles is displaying how to approach love, with the understanding that the kind of energy that you put into a relationship is exactly the outcome that you will receive. The kind of work and energy that you put into, like when you're single, the energy that you put out there, those are the types of people you will attract. So if you are a negative Nancy, and this, I'm just using this as an example, I'm not saying that you are, but if you are a negative Nancy and you think negatively constantly and you put that energy out there into the world, you're going to attract kind of the similar the similar type of a flow. So I don't like to be that person that says be positive and be happy all the time, because realistically we're not always like that. But I do feel like when it comes to manifesting love and manifesting the person of your dreams, you want to be real and you really want to be detailed. So let's say, for example, you're writing a list of all of the traits that you want in a human being, in a lover, which is interesting that we have Frankenstein, because it's like Dr. Frankenstein literally created Frankenstein in his own vision. But let's say you're making a list of everything that you want in a lover. Be detailed and be specific, because if you are trying to attract just anyone, you're going to get just anyone. You know what I mean? You got to be really specific when it comes to love. Don't go hang out. So this is for my single people who are watching. Don't go hang out in public settings with people that attract a certain type of people if that is the certain type of people you don't want to fall in love with. You know what I mean? Now, that is kind of closed-minded thinking at times too, because you can have those chance encounters where you just meet that right special person in the most weirdest of settings. But if you're really looking for a certain type of a person or somebody that will settle down long term, you're not going to go to settings or public settings where a lot of the people are just there for fun, you know, are there for a good time. It's hard. It's hard to attract certain types of the person that we want, the person of our dreams. Think of their hobbies. Think of their interests. Where would this person hang out? You know, so for a really good example is if you don't like sports, you're not going to go looking for love at a sports game. You know what I mean? So that's just, it's kind of like a common sense in that way. So I do feel like the Three of Pentacles is also saying that to you too. How to approach the situation. Well, understand that you're gonna have to put really good energy into what it is that you desire. It's also gonna take time, and it's gonna take a lot of work. Love is not easy, and it doesn't always fall out of the sky and, you know, happy ending. Sometimes we have to put work into it. So keep that in mind. Next, we have the Unicorn's Horn, a wish for your future. And we have the Three of Wands, so another three. And the wish for the future, Three of Wands, is the desire long term. So I love this. So if you are single, Three of Wands is the card of long-term desires or goals. So keep in mind that you are on the hunt for that long-term, you know, not saying you want to get married, but I just like to use that as an example. The person that you want to settle down with. So definitely that is on the horizon. Three of Wands is also my card of travel. It's also my card of moving. So I feel like for you, perhaps, when you do settle down or when you meet somebody, this will obviously, shake up the foundation a little bit. Which may ask you to move long term, you know, moving into a new place, moving in with this person, or maybe this person's long distance, you know, so long distance love, that kind of thing. You never know. Next we have the index finger, which direction to take love. And we have the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords to me is usually, it's usually looked at as a card of fear. Okay. So as we can see, the woman in this card, she has a lot going on. There's this ghoulish ghost here. There's a lot of ghost bats or whatever flying around here. The birds. She looks kind of fearful. But for this person, sorry about that. I feel like my video like paused and stuff, so I hope that didn't screw up your video. But I feel like the Nine of Swords in the spread for which direction to take this romance or to take your love life, I really feel like the Nine of Swords is asking you to step outside of your fears. Okay, I feel like it's saying step outside of the bubble, walk into the mystery of the unknown, and be willing to push yourself past your limitations. I feel like that's exactly what the Nine of Swords is saying. It's just showing that some of your fears are going to come up. But if you're not willing to face your fears, there's no growth. So I feel like love coming into your life, if you are single and you do meet somebody, taking your fears outside of the box. Be willing to face fears. Now, if you are in a relationship, perhaps with this relationship, it's taking it to another level. It's stepping into an area of unknown, which can be a little nerve-wracking for you. So maybe that's why that card comes up. But either way, the direction that you should take it is actually to the direction of facing your fear, putting yourself in a little bit of an uncomfortable situation to kind of pop that bubble that you've maybe been living in. I just get the vibe that maybe you just need to rock the waters a little bit, rock the foundation just a little bit, and really invite mystery. Okay. Next we have, for the oracles, we have the 3 beating hearts that we are adding into our love potion. So 3 beating hearts, this is to describe the connection between the two of you. So if you are in a relationship, or the connection between you and a future lover. So the first one that wanted to pop up was the Hand of Fate. This is forces beyond your control intervene. So connections between you and this lover, this present lover, or this future lover, depending on if you are in a relationship or not. The Hand of Fate is delivering the message of it's meant to be. Okay. The feeling of you'll know if this person that you meet or that you're with is the right person, because it's just going to feel right. I apologize. It's not. The camera is not focusing. But, so the Hand of Fate to me is like, kind of like, it's showing you the palm. So it's like, wait, like stop. Everything is going to feel real. It's going to be hard to ignore. Okay. That's the vibe I'm getting. And it's also just going to be like, you're going to just know this person is right for me. Okay. Next we have the Black Cat. Your luck will soon change. So the Black Cat coming up is kind of like that good luck card. It's kind of saying good things are ahead. Okay. The connection between the two of you, this is going to show shifts between the two of you. They're coming together. There will probably be, especially with the Fate card coming up, there will probably be a lot of synchronicities floating around the two of you. Okay. So if you, like I said, if you're single, I feel like I have to keep repeating that because I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. But if you are single, then when you meet this person, those are the signs to look for. If you are in a relationship, then those are the signs that you should be looking out for also, to see if that's what the two of you have, if that's what you're feeling with this person. And then we have Medusa, which is jealousy leads to downfall. So this connection will be so hard, and your guys' attraction, the synchronicity is so strong that definitely there will be jealousy. There will be, and it could be on your part, it could be on your lover's part. But use this card as a warning, the Medusa card. Use it as a warning for if you allow the jealousy to really intervene. It could be a downfall for you guys. It could be a breaking point. Especially if you're currently in a relationship, if that's something you guys have been struggling with. If this is for the future, just keep in mind, if you know that you are naturally a very jealous person, that's going to be a downfall if you don't fix it. Okay, so keep that in mind too. That's why I love the I love the Madame and Dora's cards. They are so truthful. And then we have the potion, which is the final outcome of love. So final outcome of if you are in a relationship, or the final outcome of finding love. We have the 8 of Swords. So if you are presently in a relationship and you do not fix these jealousy issues, especially if this is a strong issue between you and your present lover, the outcome of that may show the downfall. Okay, so let that be a warning. Now, if you are single, the outcome of finding love, the 8 of Swords, again, if you are willing to face your fears, which is what I'm seeing with the 9 of Swords, facing your fears, remember that one. The outcome would be the 8 of Swords is about release. If we're looking at it in terms of she releases herself from feeling like she's imprisoned, it's kind of walking away free. Okay? So you have the potential to feel like you are free, set free by finding the right person if you allow yourself to face your fears. If you continue to go and fall into the cycle of love and being fearful and maybe the jealousy, and then you guys break up, and then, you know, you're back in a cycle. You want to break that cycle is what I'm saying, okay, for it to be successful. So definitely potential for success with love, for sure. Everybody, we all have success with love. We all have that potential. But I also feel like for your cycle, in order to break it, the jealousy card coming up is definitely an indication of that. The envy, that's something that maybe has been a downfall for you in the past. So if that is something that you notice is an issue that you deal with a lot, keep in mind that you got to fix that. You got to work on that, because if you don't, you're just going to continue in that cycle that you've been in. So I hope that this helped you. This is the love spell reading for anyone who is interested. I apologize for my video cutting out in the middle of this reading. Hopefully it didn't screw everything up. YouTube got rid of their editing, which is so annoying. They got rid of their editing video editor on YouTube, so I can't continue two separate videos into one. Like, I can't combine them until I find myself my own editor to use. So in the meantime, if my video freezes, I have to just kind of deal with it or upload two separate videos until I can figure out what video editor I want to use. So that is why that whole glitch happened, and hopefully it didn't screw up the rest of the video. So we will see after it uploads. But I wish you all of the best. I hope that this reading helped, and I wish you all the best with love. So like I said, if anyone's interested in the love spell reading, it is available in my shop. There's limited options, so until, you know, it expires, or October 31st will be the final day that you guys can order these readings at the reduced price. Yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.